Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had ourselves a good series of matches against another Space Marine fleet where I felt like I was the underdog a little bit just because of a lack of a third strike cruiser. But in the end, even though the first match was really slow and probably uneventful, it shows that after going all Vanguard for a second one, it had a lot of possibilities for me there to continue to win that series just in abusing my mobility. The Stormhawks especially are really damn good for when I'm getting chased down by boring torpedoes. So in the end, that was my best of 3 to win. I like to feel like, and many more best of 3s to come, here's hoping. Although, with Battle Barges and that incoming, as I get level up a little bit further, hell, I'm probably due to encounter a Battle Barge in the next few matches if I'm going to run into Space Marines, because I am just like 2 levels away, and after this match, maybe 2 matches, I'll be 1 level away, quite frankly. So, I'm a bit due to deal with battleships. Come to think of it, with all the level 10s I've been fighting, I'm kind of shocked I haven't fought a battleship just yet. Although I think most of those were only like 300 point battles and all that, and most of them were Space Marines, surprisingly enough. So, let's hope we can keep our rhythm going, and hopefully I can actually win a level 10 battle, or a battle against a level 10 fleet, because I've been getting close. I had, on both, if not all the occasions, getting momentum in my advantage. I just blundered a little bit due to little tiny things or being a little overeager. So let's try and correct that. Provided that's what I'm up against. We will see. I didn't even have to edit it out this time. We're just going straight to the battle. So, what do we get? What? Oh, we're getting a level 1. So, this will be interesting. A level 1 Imperial Navy, so will he have the points to field all 3 light cruisers? That's something I could not really say, I'm perfectly honest. If I'm perfectly honest there. How the hell do I want to do this? I don't have the slightest idea if I'm dealing with 3 light cruisers. I could go 2 light cruisers there. I could try for 1 strike cruiser, but again, I'm going to get overwhelmed due to a lack of... due to the lack of power here. Oh boy. So what is that? That's Spanish, I guess? He doesn't understand what he's saying? Okay, so he's just trolling. So, I don't have the points for 2 frigates, so I'm going to have to go with 2 standard... We'll see if he comprehends that or not, because I'm pretty certain he told me to get good, so he doesn't clearly care, but I don't quite understand, or don't know what's the best strategy to go. This feels really damn awkward. I have to trust my mobility, which kind of begs me to go with light cruisers, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, and I'm a little bit short. I have to go with the light cruisers. Mobility is probably my greatest strength here, because again, I'm not going to win with raw power, especially if he can get the 3 light cruisers. That is going to snowball out of control if I try to fight him, try to outlast him. That is more of a suicide attempt, even though I would have 75 armor all around on a strike cruiser. It could do a lot of work against 2 of them, 2 Vanguard Dauntlesses. But 3, it's very unlikely. I don't believe he actually has it, but I'm honestly not sure. It's not very often I go up against 250 point battles at like 4 or 5. He does have 3 ships though. So, we're going to do what we can. I got the Stormhawks to help deal with awkward torpedo barrages, especially in close, so let's try and take our time with this. It's really all I can do. Abuse my advantage, abuse my mobility, and abuse the fact that I know what he's feeling. So he has a level 2 there with the short burn torpedoes. That is good to know. Okay, so I can easily dodge the slower ones there if I'm mindful of that. But the faster ones can catch me off guard if I'm not prepared. And the third one, is it a frigate? I still want to say, with the bonus points he has, I want to say without a doubt he could field 2 frigates. So that has to be a Mark 1. I want to say it's a Mark 1 with the Lance, which can be problematic, so it needs to be my focus. Because with its ability to break through my defenses, pierce through my armor, always hit, that can be a problem. And of course this ring, Saturn's ring, is a bit of an issue. I dislike it. Oh, that was... Is it me or was that a horrible shot? Oh, never mind. I did side strafe it effectively. For some reason I thought it was further down than it actually was. Although with this more passive style, it kind of would be nice to have access to a beacon just so I can get my Thunderhawks to kind of charge in at distance, because I'm sure as hell not going to very effectively get in close. We'll see. So turn, we can dodge these relatively well. Yep, that was a complete dodge. Because thankfully, my own torpedo timing gives it away. Oh, he does have a frigate, okay. I'm a little bit upset now. I was, in my mind, planning for strictly a 3 light cruiser battle. But now it's a little more fair. A little bit more fair. I do need to focus down the frigate as quickly as I can. Once he starts pushing forward aggressively. And damn it! Shot down all the Thunderhawks immediately. Okay, so I have the speed advantage, so I can just run away and bide my time. I'd hate to have to keep running away, but I need to get something. Damn it! I thought I fired those torpedoes already, but at least I only burnt 1. Ooh, if you want to ram your own frigate, by all means, ram it. But that frigate needs to die at least since it's so easy to kill. That's the only reason why I want to focus it down. But the boarding torpedoes did not hit, unfortunately. Okay, now I have an opportunity to hit that frigate. Is it gonna kill it? I doubt it, but it's a good opportunity to aim for it now. Get some hull breaches. Avoid getting shot by the other ones. Ooh, that... Oh! Yes, we got a kill. Perfect. Oops, I hit the wrong button, damn it. That's a shame. Oh well, we now have the odds in my favor. Just a little bit. Although, damn, with belt armor going away immediately, I'm gonna have to kind of do this effectively. He's gonna fire his torpedoes, so... Let's board this one, kill its weaponry, and get the hell on out. If we can permanently kill one of those weapons, temporary is not very good with his repair available. But it is damaged nonetheless. If it did force the repair. So, it was still a good strafing run. Not as effective as I would like. But now, can I board? We got some successes. We got a hull breach, so there goes a turret. That's going to be better longer term, at least. And I kind of want to just go boarding torpedoes to kind of aim for him. Just a little bit. Huh? Hit yourself. Please hit yourself. I would love that. Thank you. Your contribution is noted. For the Emperor. And a couple of boring torpedoes as a bonus. Although it's still going to be slow. Although with his repair on cooldown, that frigate's now crippled heavily. And now 2 of his turrets are gone. But I'm timing it poorly. I thought I had torpedoes available. Nope. Not for this one. I can still bomb it. He's not moving. Oh, his engines are gone too. That's perfect combo. Everything is going. Everything is going wrong. did you break the insubordinate? Did you cancel that mutiny? I don't think it was a mutiny. I don't. Or oh, did I cancel it? I think I canceled. That may have been what happened. My bad. I do feel bad. I'm gonna try and keep his level 1 alive at least. We'll see if he runs with it or not. Although now I have a boarding attempt. I also have to run. Alright, sadly boarding torpedoes are a complete miss, but it did drastically change his positioning there, so he's not as aggressive. And my boarding torpedoes are still gonna hit. Just when it was looking so well for ya. Although I did fumble that missile attempt. I did blunder those torpedoes. I had a perfect window there. I just wasn't looking at the cooldown at the time to remind myself it was up. But let's try and finish him off. He is crippled. I just want to get enough combustion gauge to do this maneuver.
Moving to position.
Of course, he's distracting me. His distraction tactics are working.
Repositioning. Standard speed engaged. Astartes vessel ready.
Alright, so I'm waiting for him to warp out. His other ship was planned to.
Standard speed engaged.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. He doesn't want to do it. Oh well. Oh well, this sounds like a newer player, so which is a little bit unfortunate because I want to try and give him a good experience by keeping his ship alive, have some upgrade options, but I don't think it's going to happen. He's bringing a lot of cogitators right now.
Only in death does duty end.
I'm going to try and give him the benefit of the doubt. Come on. I don't want to kill you. Don't make me a murderer. Don't make me a murderer this day. Although thankfully if I have the short burn torpedoes I can dodge those easy as hell. Oh, this is going to kill him. Oh, so close. Okay, I'm waiting for the warp out. I don't think he realizes he can warp. I hope he can understand what I'm saying there. This will not probably make for the best of YouTube, but hell, we already know I won. Alright. I'm just gonna kill him the only way I know how, getting in his face. We're just gonna make him get the point. And we're gonna shove it up his face. At least I put the effort into it to try and keep him alive. Well, he is role-playing the part pretty well. But I don't think that's going to go bode well for him if he is a new player. Especially at this time with Battlefleet Gothic. With the player base kind of small and dwindling, I'm not exactly sure how large the player base is now. I would hate to ruin and sour his experience. I really do feel bad for him because it's going to only get worse from him. I'm trying to be generous. Once he fights Eldar, he's going to rage quit. You and I both know this. But, level 5. We got that. So, finally, Third Strike Cruiser for entire focus towards raw damage and just outperform. Well, that's not outperform, but straight up rely on my bombardment cannon to do massive work for me. That is the hope anyway. Because now, if I could field all 3 of these, I have the firepower. I would need to breach shields relatively quickly without wasting time. Because with like 1 or 2 of them, it wouldn't surprise me if I need 2 or 3 salvos to just get through the shields, and that's a lot of wasted critical hit chances. But at least with 3 of them, I can at least get rid of the Dauntless's shields immediately on the first round, provided they all hit. And then I can focus on trying to get all the critical hits I want. Especially if I can somehow squeeze in some lock-ons. Now, the big question with my Vanguards now reaching level 5. What the hell do I upgrade them with? Space Marines. I like the idea of upgrading the Space Marines because it makes them that much more resilient to boarding, but at the same time, one of these needs to be my Master of Sanctity, which does not require these because of its the ability to become immune to boarding attempts. So I think it's safe to say I'm not going to choose this one to be my Master of Sanctity. So we're going to improve that, make it at least so much more easier for it to not get crippled by some dumb RNG luck. At least mitigate heavily. Because hell, I'm already at 70 troop value. With the turrets there, I'm practically looking at 80% resistance towards any boarding assaults. And that's only going to go up to like just 11% once I get that fully upgraded. So that is damn well significant. Makes me pretty damn resistant. I don't want to say immune, but it is still a 1 in 10 chance to kind of get hit by a critical hit. And even then, most of the time it's probably only temporary or just a fire hull breach, so it is pretty required with how close I like to be with those, the dumbfire torpedoes at least. Ooh, they do exist. We got some orcs. This is a high level orc though. I don't like this one bit. So how do I want to do this? Is the real question. Because I like to level up these ships here. I really would like to. Is that the smart choice? I honestly have no idea what would be good here. Again, mobility is working well for me, but again, my strike cruisers are more mobile. So I can kind of get my firepower and abuse my mobility a tiny bit. Now, what else do I field? I like to try experiment with this. A little bit. It is a breakthrough too. And I only got 1 series of boring torpedoes, so that's probably not a good idea. Vanguard sounds so much better now that I'm actually looking at the mission type. So let's stop fooling around, huh? Just try and overwhelm the orcs, and if the orcs want to just block, then by all means, take the hits for me. Because then I can eventually start whittling you down. The big concern is the Nova cannons that they may have. They are eventually going to break, which is the plus side of fighting orcs with Nova cannons, but they are still going to be terrifying when every single cruiser could potentially have a Nova cannon. And with how cheap they are, at least they're lighter cruisers, that can be a big issue. So I should stay at range, poke, and try to see what he's got, and then work from there. Just a little bit. I do need to be careful these frigates getting Nova cannon down too. As much as I hate having to spread them out, because it's going to be really damn hard to micromanage them effectively. Because they're just going to clump up anyway when I tell them to move. Not much I can do about that. But we'll see. We will see, but we're going to play it slow and passive.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
And we're just going to try to force them to spread out.
To where we are needed.
Yep, orcs with torpedoes, that's no surprise.
Marines ready.
This justifies my longer range harassment style.
Your command.
It's just a question of if I can break on through. Well, that's actually not a problem. But he has all bombers and fighters.
Vessel ready. Underway.
Alright. Time to dodge.
To where we are needed. Standard
Oh, gotta
speed
take one hit.
engaged.
Boarding torpedoes, interesting. I highly question that. Jeez. I highly question it, and I highly question going into a mine.
At your command.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that's the smartest idea for Space Marines. For how professional they are.
Positioning. Tactical maneuver engaged.
Now I gotta see where those torpedoes are going. Thankfully I'm turning around. Yeah, this is gonna work well. If I can force him to spread out or make his life really awkward,
Force.
then it's not an issue. Do I just boost is the real question, though. Do I just boost these frigates now?
I am listening.
Oh, he is spraying them out.
New vector acknowledged.
Alright, come on, fire beacons.
Repositioning.
Why isn't this thing burning to death? Oh, it's getting repaired. Holy crap, it's heavily damaged and getting repaired? I guess that's unique to beacons. Because I didn't think that was possible.
Vessel ready.
From watching my ships gain heavily damaged and not repairing.
Vessel ready. Hold course.
I do have a lot of micromanaging to do here.
Fear the angels of death.
Alright, let's kill this thing.
At your command.
Come on, turn.
Standard speed
He's still using
engaged.
boarding torpedoes. I seriously question that.
Space Marine.
Because imagine how effective that would be if I actually had leveled up ships. With a Master of Sanctity and all that.
Enemy defense platform destroyed.
Oh well.
Show us the enemy.
Let's move on to our target.
I am listening.
I do have... Oh, that's no surprise.
Ready for battle. Tactical maneuver engaged.
Seriously, I just repaired while they were boarding and I got 2 more critical hits. I thought that was after his damn critical. He got lucky there, didn't he?
Show us the enemy. Beginning tactical assessment.
The good news is I only need 2 ships to hit that. Although,
Suspending tactical cogitators.
now I gotta get out of this mess.
Show us the enemy. Underway.
I wonder if I can do that anyway.
I am listening. Repositioning.
Let's see. That's almost dead, so that's good.
I am listening.
Now, can I preserve these ships? That's the real question.
Marines ready.
Because if I could kill engines, that's good.
Vessel ready. Moving to position. Suspending tactical cogitators.
Okay, I might as well attempt to warp that out. It may not be worth it, but I'm gonna try it.
I am listening. Repositioning. Show us the enemy.
Alright, get the Stormhawks going.
Beginning tactical assessment. Suspending tactical cogitators. Show us the enemy.
Alright, come on. Get on out for me. Okay, it did manage to make it out. That's perfect. I could not ask for a better result. Holy crap.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
I could not ask for that any better result.
Prepare for impact.
Now.
Enemy defense platform
Oh wait, seriously? Did the beacon not die? Wow.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
That's about to be corrected in a moment. That much I'll tell ya. I just gotta make sure these boring torpedoes actually go for the beacon.
Moving to position.
And have a couple of boring torpedoes for insurance policy.
Astartes vessel ready.
But I think that's game. I did not lose a single ship. It was totally worth it.
Beginning tactical assessment.
Maybe a dumbfire torpedoes would have been better. But you know for a fact the boarding torpedoes are more accurate.
Ready for battle. Repositioning.
So, let's try and cripple these things some. Because now, let's get the hell out.
Ready for battle.
That's all she wrote, is it?
Our ships has made it through.
Well, that was smooth. And it capitalized so well on his reliance on torpedoes, with him not being able to get the massive arc he wanted. So that was damn solid, and not even a single ship was lost. I did not pay attention if my Vanguard that did warp out was heavily damaged though, but it lives to gain its experience, so all in all, it was a massive success, I think. I just was not paying attention at all to his levels. But with all the ships having, well, at least a handful of the ships having tractor cannons, I think it was safe to say they were well developed. I'm going to have to look at the recording to see if it was a level 10 battle. Because I abused the positioning and the reliance on torpedoes like hell against those orcs. Although I seriously question his boarding torpedoes. I seriously question it, although it's still like a 30% chance because I don't think the turrets mitigate that like they do with the assault boarding actions. So, there was still a fair chance. I still question it though. But he was probably hoping he'd kill my engines maybe. That's the only thing I could really think of. He did get a series of massive boarding attempts though when he did get close. And we got ourselves another level 5, which will not be my Master of Sanctity. And speaking of which, it's time to do just that. Welcome aboard my first favorite ship.
I will guide you through rage and into victory.